their big dog, and I don't think I see him slowing down at all.
Certainly. The current leader of the points in SEAO. So we're going to jump into this match, and we're going to reconnect with Igni in just a bit here. They're kicking it off, and it looks like the bans are going to be Forest on the side of BMA and Rune on the side of Glow. So that's going to leave Daria, Rune, and Mid Sword.
Interesting.
I think Riripon is probably the most powerful Daria player in this tournament now.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, he's got the juju on his side, absolutely.
He's got the magic hands.
That's right. It might even offer up the ban. I mean, Daria is still a scary deck in this format.
Oh, yeah, BMA. Bad Manner Albert is what that stands for.
Right? That's perfect. Bad-mannered Albert. That's right. And Orisa fights for justice.
I love it.
Let's go. Let's go. Now we finally do see a Rhinoceros in the hand of a Forestcraft player. Let's see if that can cement any type of offense against the Swordcraft deck. But
I want them to click it really fast so they overlap the voice line.
I hope they do it so fast they crash the game, right? Oh my goodness. The emote spamming is real. They're probably talking to each other in chat too. They're just like, yeah, I get it. I get it.
Oh man.
All right. Dude, Hedgehog is pretty good.
Yes,
against this
Hedgehog.
stuff.
Especially before kind of any amount of Wooded Brambles. It's interesting. We haven't seen Sylvan Justice in a while too. I feel like Sylvan Justice is a really good combo with Wooded Brambles.
Well, Sylvan Justice is pretty good with pretty much anything. It's just a good removal spell that gives you a fairy in hand. But yeah, I agree with you.
Yeah.
It just helps you pick things apart. Same thing with Elfchild May, but we haven't really seen it in these decks. I mean, it's not necessarily an aggressive card. It's not dealing damage to face.
Yeah.
But there were some times that we saw that could have helped him a lot. You know what I mean? It's just if you overdraw that card, you're not dealing damage, and it can slow you down a little bit. So I understand the non-inclusion of it.
Yeah. We also see Ariana in a lot of these lists, but haven't seen it played out at all today, so this might be the opportunity. It has a lot of kind of fairies and tokens in hand, so might be able to activate that Ivory Spellbomb enhanced effect.
Interesting to go with the Mars here instead of the Momo for a full board clear. I would have liked to have seen that, but installing the Mars means that every other play that you make is just really, really good, so it's definitely not a bad play. Roundtable Assembly coming up in a couple of turns as well, so yeah, you can't really make a bad play. All the cards that Sword have in hand right now are good against this aggro Forestcraft deck.
Yeah. Yep.
Yeah, I agree with you with Ariana. Ariana's like one of the best cards in the deck. We don't see it played very often.
Yeah.
I mean, like actually put into play.
Yeah.
But it's one of my favorite cards in the deck. It's how you kind of push that gap, right?
Yeah.
You're just like, all right, I can take out followers, keep dealing damage, keep along my game plan.
Ariana was one of the more interesting cards to me, especially because, anytime you get a spell that... So first of all, having it at one cost, fantastic for Roach combos. Also was one of those things that you could play in a Roach combo that may also remove a ward or a key follower that you need to push past.
Without wasting an Evolution Orb on it,
Exactly.
which is huge. Every Evolution Orb, guys, when you play aggressive decks, every Evolution Orb that you use defensively is literally 2 damage, that you're stalling from your your opponent. Especially over multiple turns if it does stick around. So it's rough. Every time you have to do it, you don't feel good.
All right. Man. Such an awkward turn here. The Veteran Lancer would be great to protect the Mars, but then you can't play anything alongside of it. The Geno is just one follower to be buffed up by the Mars, and it's only one follower that you can trade out with it.
I still think that's fine. You still install 2 things that your opponent wants to get rid of, just 2 beefy followers.
It is also the evolution turn, so it's very low likelihood that the Mars will survive anyways, no matter what you do, so just get the most value. Have whatever you can to trade back and not leave an Evolve follower on the table for Glow.
And this does take away the option for Ariana to get a lot of value this turn. Still gonna
The
play it,
Mars
though.
effect is just so great, right? Because this Geno is going to go up to 6 damage and be able to out-trade the evolved Ariana.
Going for the Mars here.
And that's going to leave the 5 damage on the table.
Yeah. All right, Roundtable Assembly, Luminous, Mage, both good options here.
I would Roundtable Assembly. I feel like that can just absolutely destroy. Oh,
not quite the
still
combo.
Pretty good,
it's still pretty good, though. Yeah. This allows the Geno to go face.
Yeah.
And that's a lot of damage to the dome piece.
Yep, and you have to dig through a lot. The Ivory Spell Bomb does 3, I believe,
wow.
so...
He's going all in. Clear
Yeah.
this board every turn. You know what? I can't hate.
Yeah, there's not a lot of sources of damage here. That Ivory Spell Bomb is the only thing that can reach past the wards. You have no Wood of Brambles. You don't even have a board to brambles off of. This is the effect that Mid Shadow has once it hits this kind of 5 play point and up.
Swordcraft, sir.
Swordcraft. What
Yeah.
did I say?
Shadow.
What the heck?
It's okay, man. It's because we're so used to it from
Yeah.
rotation. It's all mid shadow.
We are at 11:30 p.m. now.
All right, and yeah, I mean like so many value plays against this forest deck. It's just rough. Now, in saying that, Glow still has a lot of his options in hand. He's not run out of options like we've seen in previous games with this forest deck. So
I wonder if you can... yeah, it's kind of awkward. In my mind, it would be nice to be able to evolve the Luminous Mage and have it be outside of the range of any kind of airbound barrage or anything like that, but I don't think that that's a...
Yep, the other option was to evolve possibly the White Paladin to create another ward. Could have evolved the Knight to push for more damage this turn. But I like this. Keep the board wide. Keep it hard to deal with. And if that Luminous Mage sticks around for turn after turn, I mean...
Yeah.
Okay, looks like he's not going to allow it. Going to play full defense this turn.
This ends here.
Yeah, I would assume this goes to the 1-1. The Fairy
off
goes to the 3-2.
Everything else. Oh, what?
Oh.
That was definitely a misstep from Glow. Probably just overthinking it a little bit.
Huh. Interesting. Okay. Takes it.
Yep. And this is going to put him very far behind.
Yeah. Just going to have a bunch of stuff. Oh my god.
Look at that board.
Wow. The bad-mannered Albert.
That's right. Bad-mannered Albert just rubbing it in your face. You know, that's not his name, but that is unofficially his name.
Oh!
Elfchild May always finding her
Make
man.
the montage.
This
Cut the edit.
This is why
Throw
I'm so
out-
happy
throw
to
down
see
the background
Elfchild May
track.
gone. Because get out of here with that, all right?
Oh my god.
Get out of here.
Sign the Elfchild May onto FaZe.
Where's the Walfred?
Send out the emails.
Where's the Walfred to follow this up to just close it out?
Yeah.
No Walfred, unfortunately.
Big thing too is even if you trade out this entire board, you have another Arthur sitting there.
Yeah, and it's probably going to be the play. I can't imagine why not. Just keep the board full. I mean, technically you could play the Luminous Mage along with a Momo.
Yeah, I think the Luminous Mage along with Momo probably.
It's definitely not a bad play. Let's use your Evolution Orb this turn. Keep one for later. You still have a board fill if you need it.
Anybody smell ogre?
Anybody smell ogre?
I'm gonna rest for a bit.
Oh man.
You and I.
Glow's enjoying himself.
Yeah.
He knows he's behind now.
Glow with both hands in the air, he knows
He's
that-
like, stop with the value, please. Please stop.
What a turn!
Yeah, look at this. Hedgehog from 1 to 5. Just like that.
5. If you take the attack value of the hedgehog, multiply it by 100, that's how many pounds it's lifting with one arm.
Yes. Agreed.
A 500-pound one-arm lift. Currently, that's hedgehog.
Wait, did Elfchild May just do it again?
Yeah, I think Elfchild
Every
May just-
time. Every time.
1 of 4. Got it.
Elfchild May. It's not going to matter this game very much, but
It was a good roach turn.
sure.
What should I do?
Sure was. All right, so Bad-Mannered Albert's going to take this one. Injustice for all Swordcraft players.
Injustice. All right. Glow is going to be down.
I feel like Albert is very, you know, upright. He's a good citizen.
Yeah, should be.
And Bad-Mannered Albert over here, not so upright.
The Dark Albert.
That's right, Dark Albert. he emotes at you. He tries to shut down your spirit and your soul.
Yeah. Wow. I thought he was going to buff up the Bladed Hedgehog again. That would have been my choice.
Now, of course, we did see the slip up from Glow there on a turn, but I don't think it would have mattered too much. I think this deck is just very well positioned against the Aggro Forest Craft deck. But now, BMA has to stick it out with his Daria deck. So Daria can definitely lose to aggro decks.
Mm-hmm.
So we'll see if Glow can put it together. He's got 2 chances to do it. BMA, same thing, 2 chances to win with Daria in Unlimited.
Yeah.
We'll see.
I think BMA could definitely run away with it if he has a whole bunch of Angelic Snipes and Magic Missiles.
Oh, yeah.
Because that just becomes really annoying for Forestcraft. Especially before any kind of Elf Song turn. And it's hard to set up a full board of 4
Well,
on-curve Elf Song.
Liza's and things are very good against Runecraft
right.
as well. So
Yeah.
definitely has ways to protect the board if you can find them.
Give it the triple mole.
Yeah. Don't want to see any of that. Pretty sure BMA is going to be mulling this entire hand as well, depending on if he's on the play or the draw. If he's on the play, he might keep the Conjure Golem. I don't really like keeping Kaleidoscopic Glow against fairies. I know it's a good option, but it kind of just gives them value too.
Yeah. It's so hard to bounce for the Forestcraft player, you know, because a lot of it doesn't feel good to do.
Yeah. Now, realistically, you could consider keeping this if you're BMA like the entire hand, just because you have a bunch of good options to play early against Forestcraft. But then again, like, how are you taking over? All right, so it looks like he's keeping the Golem and the Magic Missile just to have some early board presence. But again, this means less redraws chances for Daria.
Okay. There's a skip. Has 1 Magic Missile.
Finds Liza.
Nice.
Pretty good. However, not going to work because he's on the draw against this Magic Missile.
What should I do? What should I do?
Lose your Water Fairy.
What
That's
should
what
I
you should
do?
do. Oh, wow.
Why don't you get serious already?
Oh,
Why don't you get
interesting.
serious already? Why don't you get serious
My goodness, the
already?
emote spamming is so real in
Yeah.
this match.
These
They're
guys-
probably friends.
I'm here, everyone.
I hope so.
Yeah, I hope so. Creating rivalries. Glow's been smiling the whole time.
Yeah.
BMA not smiling. BMA is focused.
Time for target practice.
Yeah.
Time for target practice. Time for target.
Glow's having too much fun. This is good.
Alright, there's the Mysterious Knowledge and earns BMA the circle. Again, not spell boosting anything of significance.
Now, he has the option of putting the ward into play. This is a pretty good turn to do it because it's a pre-Evo turn. However, Conjure Golem, if that does manage to stay alive, can produce technically 2 wards, which it looks like he's
for the
going
value. Leaving the Liza in play, opening up the opportunity for some crazy bounce stuff.
Stars are
Nice.
so
Starting off, going to open
gorgeous.
up a little bit more for Glow here. Glow, like, crying over here.
Mm-hmm.
Having way too much fun.
Yeah. I mean, he's on the verge of making it to the grand finals of the last Southeast Asian.
It's true.
He's the fact that he's already made it this far too. He's what, guaranteed top 3, I think.
At least.
Yeah. So he's already making points, right?
Yeah. I mean, this is, yeah. I mean, especially if you can get such an early lead, you know what I mean? Like, and he just continues to play out through the whole year. It's really going to be hard to dethrone him for
Yeah.
points.
It's the power of Glow. Finally, the Liza goes down.
Yep. And the Golems did manage to both gain ward here, so a lot of good advantage for BMA. Playing the cards in the order that he did.
Interesting.
But
Playing super defensively here. And kind of running out of cards. This is kind of worrisome for BMA. This all goes back to the mulligan. He kept early options, but is he going to have a late game to fall back on?
Yeah.
play.
I mean, this probably, like, after a certain point, you hit this point of no return, and then your Dire has become a definite turn 7 and beyond thing.
Yeah.
And if you get there, that's great,
What
but
should I do?
you're against an
should I
aggro
do?
deck, right?
What should I do?
What should I
Yeah.
do?
When you have to tap out to play Daria, especially against a deck that might have a full board against you, doesn't feel great.
Yeah. Fantastic value out of that magic missile there.
Atone with your lifeblood.
All right, are we going to see an Evo? We are. So we're going to see a little 50-50 defensive play, aggressive play, starting to push some damage.
I suppose continuing to try to push out evolution orbs here from Rev Glow.
Come on, let's play.
All right, can't snipe a man immediately this time.
May the forest.
All right, you're just going to fill up the board then. Now, this is kind of an awkward evolution. There's not really a good trade you can make here, so probably just going to have to throw a fairy away.
Let's play.
Yeah.
Does not want to leave that 5-2 in play.
It won't
Yeah.
be long
I
now.
think you're kind of fine doing that.
Getting rid of the May.
Interesting.
Huh.
Okay.
Maybe just decides it doesn't matter.
Huh. This is probably one of the games where I feel like it could be very nice to get a fairy driver.
Yeah, Fairy Driver would be pretty good top deck here. Still my favorite emote in the game, by the way. Arisa's Gasp.
What should I do? Okay, BMA. Finally got the Daria.
I think he's thinking about whether he wants to beef up the Ogler or if he wants to beef up the Mage, possibly even Evo to start ending the game. Like, he's probably thinking, what could my opponent possibly do to take this out?
Yeah. Not thinking about it too much, I do think probably beefing up the Mage is a good idea.
Yep.
Force a lot of resources
Oh,
to try to
wow.
stop. Oh, interesting. I was going to say force a lot of resources to try to have Glow trade into the board as it stands, and then Daria and build up a second board. Hope your opponent has less resources to deal with
That's
that.
right. So BMA basically just playing very, very careful here.
Okay, gets the buffed up Spell Bomb.
Ends here.
Spends the last evolution orb, so
Carefully and without.
a lot of this I feel like rests on how big this Daria goes.
Yep.
You could absolutely just crash.
Can't play that, so
Yep,
just have to
irrelevant.
Daria. Alright, Daria being one of those most impressive cards in the game so far, just doing so many things.
Show me your moves. Oh boy. Oh.
Not the greatest redraw. I mean,
Yeah.
Chimera, not so great. The Angelic and the Magic Missile pretty good, but for how long?
You'll all be swept
Evolving
away.
Daria here, wow. Interesting. That I did not expect just to clear out the 1-1. Really just playing this very safe, like as safe as I possibly can game plan.
Why
Oh,
don't
the
you get
Airbound
serious
Barrage.
already?
Is that enough? If you Spell Bomb, yeah, you can do 3 and 3. Yep.
Yeah, you can. Now, if you do that, that means that probably going to see some type of a Roach Bounce here to get some damage in. Probably just considering what he needs to do here.
Circle, Spell Bomb. Circle, Spell Bomb. Fairy, Roach Bounce Roach. Or Roach Bounce.
Yeah, can't do the Roach.
Oh.
I lost?
Huh.
Yeah, right.
Hmm.
Hey, let's play.
Roach?
Just getting the most Roach damage as he can, I guess, then. Didn't want to save the
Interesting.
Roach for another hit. Feels like he doesn't need it. I would beg into question why, considering that was still basically the same play he just made, except he would have had another Roach.
Yeah. Oh, goodbye, Roach. He immediately just zapped out of existence.
Yeah.
The Roach must be wondering, like, what it did in its life
Yeah.
to get hit by lightning the instant it shows up.
Yeah. It's like, what the heck, man? Like, I just came down to, like, eat your picnic food, okay?
And then just zapped.
And then just zapped. What's the deal?
That's unfortunate. Sorry.
Can you just think about the lore, too, or, like, the actual real-life implications of Rhinoceroach plus Airbound Barrage? Just think about those two in combination real quick.
Yeah.
That's scary.
Yeah, zap it. Every time.
Yeah.
Zap the
You
Roach.
gotta do it. And here's what I'm talking about. Getting rid of that Roach option. I don't know if Glow is maximizing his opportunity in these last couple games he's been playing. I feel like he's kind of throwing away a lot of his edge. Maybe showing some chinks in his armor.
Wow. That would have closed the game out if he had the Roach here.
Oh,
Oh, that would have
definitely.
double closed the game out.
Yeah, definitely. He's definitely paying for his mistake now. Really trying to draw into anything. Unfortunately, without an evolution orb, is going to start falling behind. Now, that Lilac does help a little bit, but again, doesn't do a lot of damage.
Uh-huh. The Chimera can just be played.
Yeah, that can just eat the Lilac.
Man, that Roach.
Yeah, it doesn't make any sense to me. When you have the Roach and the bounce spell, bounce the Roach. Get some chip in, set
Yeah.
up for another turn of Roach.
Protect your Roaches.
Yeah.
They don't exist in rotation anymore. Don't take them for granted.
That's right. Don't take them for granted.
The Roach was always there for you.
Yeah, now I don't
you
see a way for Glow to get back into this game. I mean,
Dang.
he could draw a Fairy Driver or something like that, but that's not going to be enough.
Oh.
He might even have to Elf Song first just to get the Spell Bomb. Yep. Reduce cost. I mean,
Does
like,
that even help?
it-
That doesn't even help.
Yeah, none of these options really help that much, honestly.
Oh, no. And that'll be it. Rev Glow is going to be sent to the losers bracket by the hand of BMA, playing Daria, as well as his mid-sword
Yeah.
list.
Get serious
You know,
Man.
my confidence is a little shaken in Glow after watching a couple of the plays that he's made this match.
Glow is feeling it too.
Yeah, but you know what? His attitude, definitely at the top.
A
top tier.
plus.
Yeah,
For awesome and more.
that's right. Bad-mannered Albert over here with a serious face. Oh, he's
Gives
got
him
the
a
thumbs
thumbs
up.
up.
All right, he's got a thumbs up.
Gives them
We're
a
in it.
thumbs up. BMA is going to move on to the grand finals and give Glow a run for his money.
Yeah. So
So-
now Glow has to stop this hurricane that is Riripone with his
Yes.
combo decks. I think if I'm Glow, I'm just like, you know what? One of his decks, one of these combo decks, I'm banning. I'm not taking this chance. Get out of here.
Yeah, this is out of there. Yeah, it is interesting to think about the ban strategy.